Alright, so we back. This time, Korean Zombie. 100 chin, 97 power, 96 sub offense, carved of wood, fast hands, recharger. Everything you really need to be like a good brawler, he has it. So, I mean, that's what we're going to come in and do today. We're going to come in here, go crazy, try and give you a Korean Zombie fight. The main thing is, though, when you brawling, don't be dumb. Like, brawling doesn't mean go in there and be dumb. It means go in there, let's make it exciting a little bit. Let's, stay on our P's and Q's defensively, but we go and throw a bunch of significant strikes. Case in point. So right here, I don't know why he's taunting. Now, I am getting tagged up a little bit more than I want to, but that's because I was really just looking to strike back. And the main problem with that is when you're looking for just offense, you kind of become defensively inept. So I'd say the keys to not do that is when you're in the pocket, you're looking to be defensive and you just responding to the fact that they're tired. And kind of what I mean by that is like if they whiff in 3 strikes, you just got to counter with one good one because you have full stamina and they don't. Case in point. He whiffs an overhand, we're throwing an uppercut. He's trying to slip hook, I'm looking for the block counter. Now, block counters are a little, iffy, sometimes difficult, but when they keep throwing overhands or rear hooks on that lead hand, just literally block and then throw your hook right back, like immediately, and you should get them off like without a hitch. He rocks me here, but we're going to get him out of here, and then we're going to go into the next fight. So, tune in for that.
Ready.
So here, I'm like, okay. First opponent was really trying to just test me, and I mean, that's cool. You want to test, go out there and brawl and do what you want to do. That's cool. But if we want to show why like Korean Zombie is viable, you gotta do this. You gotta show he can stay on top. I'm pretty sure he has 94 top control. On top of that, he's got decent ground striking. As I said earlier, he's got the 96 sub offense. And he's got a 5-star Darce choke. So we're going to just run and try to attack that. Now, I will say with this, we easily deny that. When they clasp their hands together and like push on your stomach, you got to push away or like towards your opponent. So if they're on the right side like that, when he grabs his hands and pushes into like your stomach, that's right. And then the other one where they're trying to race and go to your back, that would be left. So we're going to run and try to get him out of here quick. And he races it perfectly. And I got a little too, I guess you could say, over anxious. So I'm running for the Darce again with the sub so that he's going right there. And I didn't get it. I was too antsy, wanted it too bad. And now he's got a top position and he's holding me in sprawl. Now, I was trying to test and see how good his defense was. He blocks 2 transitions. Now it's kind of thinking about, okay, we're probably going to be here for a little while. I'm not going to give him anything too big. I don't want to get beat on. I kind of wanted to get up. So I'm rushing. When you're here, you don't need to rush. I'm trying to push 2 get-ups to line him up with the cage so that I could stand up. But he saw through that, immediately transitioned, and then he tried to posture up. And with me denying that, now we're kind of in a standstill. So we got a minute 50 left, and we're both just not really doing anything, but he's getting control time. He's in dominant positions. He's on my back. He took me to back sitting. Like, I can't get up, and he can't. He doesn't want to get up because he's in good positions. So I kind of finally give in and just go, let's build our way up. And that's by just going to half guard, trying to deny posture ups, any movement to the side, throw some fakes in there to build GA. But he had the GA advantage. He gets the side control. And now here I'm like, okay. Got 2 subs, or got 1 sub, wanted the second one. And by rushing and going too fast, too easily, without paying attention to the denies, we went from getting a sub to being stuck on the bottom for, 3 minutes? So it's like, even when you feel like you can do something, taking your time is always the way to go. Be patient. When it comes to striking and you're on the feet and you feel like you can get somebody out of there quick, be patient. Look at that. I messed around and took a good early lead with a minute of control time, minute and a half of control time, and a sub, and it turned into him throwing me down for 3 minutes. That's bad. So now, we in the second round. Second round, chilling. My main focus here is, let's see what his striking is like. Now, he caught me with the head kick. I wasn't blocking, but it wasn't that I wasn't blocking because he caught me off guard. I wasn't blocking because I thought I was out of range. Sometimes you gotta just block when you think they're out of range, because those toes on this game will get you. You'll think you're out of range. It looks like it misses. The big toe hits you. Now you're flash stunned. You could get dropped. Like, block high. I'd say block high like 60-70% of the time, like when you're not sure. Because even if they hit you to the body, they're going to have to hit you to the body a lot. Now, I know he's probably going to try and go up here because he has me lined up with the cage. And he didn't go up, which caught me by surprise. And he gets to side control again. I thought he was just going to half guard, so I didn't even try to deny it. I just assumed it was half guard. And that's why you shouldn't do things like that. So I'm going to posture up, get to the get up, try to trip him, which is just the front kick input. And yeah, now we're kind of in a clinch grapple battle with Dan Hooker. And you don't really want to be here. I'm trying to get on the cage. I'm trying to deny the knee. If he throws it, he's throwing elbows, so I just start to move. He mixes the elbow to the occasional knee, and now we're just stuck. Now we're stuck here. We're thinking, we're trying to go, what is going to help us attack him on the feet? So we get here, attack his body. That's the game plan here. Because Korean Zombie has 100 chin, and I believe he has 95 cardio. So you're durable. You have carved the wood. As you get beat up, it's going to get harder and harder to knock you out because their damage does less as you have less head health. Or, yeah, I believe it's head health. That's how that works. But then with Free Charger, if you're going through rounds, you're gaining more health through the rounds than they are because you have the 97 power and you're probably working their head and their body. That's how it should be. So you have the power advantage. You have the durability advantage. You just have to play it smart, and you can get to your spots. Now here, he's just letting me punch his block, and when you see them, I guess the way would be they go from blocking normal to like shelling up and then pointing their elbows out a little bit more than normal. That means they have no block. Now, luckily, we have a HUD on, but if we didn't have a HUD, like it kind of used to be in higher ranks, if they ever do it without the HUD, you look for certain animations to tell you what you're looking at. If you see them like plotting their feet, they're tired. You see them poking their guard out a little bit more, they have no block. So I'm not saying block break, but I'm just letting you know like you could slip in a big strike when you see animations like that. If you're not always, looking at your HUD. But here we survived, we worked a little bit more damage, and we're going into round 3.
Stop. You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
And like I said, so here, I see we kind of have a stamina advantage. I'm thinking Zombie, I know for a fact, has the power advantage. So I'm like, I'm going to work his body as hard as I can this round and just see if I can cause more of a discrepancy between our health and stamina. So with 97 power versus, I don't even know what Dan has in featherweight. Because, again, this is featherweight Dan. Even though they gave him the tattoos, they gave him the blonde hair. This is featherweight Dan. So here he's getting a little wild. He's throwing flying knees. He's moving his head for no reason. I wait for the reset. Like he's, first of all, quadrupled up on the body and we get to the head. But the reason that whole sequence just happened is because he threw 2 flying knees, had the stamina disadvantage. Then on top of that, I get to the body. He tries it again. But when I get to the body, it kills the stamina. And then he's worried about that, so we can get to the head with the overhand, which is a high-level move on Zombie. And next thing you know, high-level moves plus 97 power equals a knockdown. Now here, now that he's beat up like that and we have the stamina advantage, we have won the round. So we can control the pace here. We don't have to go and stay in his face and try to get him out of here in 30 seconds just because he got knocked down. We're going to take our time. We're going to work our jab to set up our strikes. He's trying to set up knees clearly. And with knees, you could set lead hooks off of the, once you have the level 3 hook, you can kind of do the step off the center line hooks. Because I'm not going to call it a check hook, because every time you step off the center line and throw a hook, it's not a check hook. That's more of a check hook. He tried to throw something with his lead hand, and I came right in with the lead hook and caught him. So that is more so of a check hook. But here, damage is building up, and this is kind of just how you got to use Zombie. Use your pressure, use your stamina, use your durability, and use that power. Set up your hooks, set up your overhands, and you'll win the fight. So, I appreciate y'all watching. We're about to get him out of here. Like and subscribe. Tune in for the next one.